Alright, mate, how's it going?
Dunno.
What do you mean, you don't know?
Dunno.
Well, what have you been doing today?
Dunno.
Well, this is a bit weird.
Speaking of weird, have you seen 2018's Annihilation?
I don't know.
Can you describe its form?
No.
Start from the beginning.
Annihilation is a novel written by Jeff Vandermeer. But books are for nerds! So we're going to talk about the film adaptation instead. Written and directed by Alex Garland, Annihilation is a science fiction psychological horror/thriller that follows a group of female military scientists that must enter a mysterious dome known only as the Shimmer in order to find out what the heck is going on inside of it.
Well, I think we got a bit confused because it is very hot today.
It is super hot.
England, heat wave.
Ridiculous, man.
We are a bit rosy red.
I do apologise, man. I have to
Very
turn the contrast down on your laptops or your iPads.
Yeah. Right.
So we both watched Annihilation.
We did.
So we haven't discussed any sort of, opinions on the film
No, not
until
yet.
now.
No. What we were going to do is we were going to look at that new film, Anon.
Yeah. Which is a Netflix original, yeah?
But for some reason, it was all over my news feed and internet, but it's only in America, so we're not American, so we'll do that when it comes to the English, British, Netflix, whatever.
So instead, we saw 2018's Annihilation, which is very quick to go from cinema to Netflix.
Yeah, got it on there well quick, yeah.
I mean, what are we on now? May. It's already on there.
Yeah, pretty quick. But I'm glad. This is a film, a sci-fi film, directed by Alex Garland, who did Ex Machina, which is also a sci-fi film, which is very good. Starring Natalie Portman.
Very good.
As the main woman. And it is an all-female cast, pretty much.
Yep.
Which is different.
It is different.
I mean, an all-female cast that isn't just a comedy about women getting married.
Yeah, you know what it reeked to me of? You know when they tried to reboot Ghostbusters?
Yeah, but this is better.
This is better.
But this is what they. This is the better version.
Because Ghostbusters massively flopped.
Because it was. Shit.
It was shit.
Yeah.
But I think somewhere down the line they've took that and thought, right, we can seriously do something with this.
Well, I don't even know if they have. I just think this is just a better film altogether.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we're not
it's just-
sexist at all.
It's just written.
But Ghostbusters was terrible, and this was a lot better.
But this is the main point of this film. Why did I not really see it anywhere? I didn't see this in cinemas.
Normally, it was very
I
under the
didn't
radar,
see it
wasn't it?
advertised, but Ghostbusters was primed as this is the female lead film.
This is going to be the female to put female acting on the map and all this.
And it should have been this.
It could definitely.
Because this is great.
So this film.
Toot toot on the way to Waffleville.
So this film basically starts off as your main character as a professor, a biologist. Am I right? Yeah.
Yep.
Who, her husband goes out to war and somehow goes missing, and she doesn't know why. She doesn't know where he's gone.
She assumes she's dead.
She assumes he's dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, he sort of comes up out of nowhere, and she's left asking more questions as to where he's been and what's happened.
Your husband's here.
So she takes it upon herself to go and see what was going on.
There is a sci-fi. Is it an asteroid that lands?
Yeah, asteroid.
That creates kind of a bubbly thing. That whoever goes in doesn't come out.
Yeah, no one's gone in and come back out.
apart from her husband.
Apart from her husband.
And he's a bit strange, so she wants to go in, find out what's going on, and see if she can save him.
Yeah. So
and that's the premise.
She learns out a little bit more. This place called the Shimmer.
The Shimmer.
It's
like
basically...
forehead. Haha, got it.
So has a team of 4 women with her. That's where the women protagonists come from.
Yeah.
And she has a team with her who come from different backgrounds.
Yeah, that
Despite her being a professor, she was also in the military for 6 years, she said, something like that.
which is where she met her husband.
Where she met her husband.
Yeah.
You've also got a paramedic who's been in the service for years.
Yep.
The other one was another professor.
A psychologist.
Psychologist, yeah, of course.
And someone else. Is it a physicist?
Yeah, I think you might be right.
I think there's another scientist.
So they're bright people, basically. They're
Yeah.
bright ladies going in to seeing what's going on.
And that was
in the
what
Shimmer.
I was going to say. Story beats aside, all these...
That's my flight. It's kind of a little bit, not, I don't want to say cliche, but it's familiar protagonists for me. You got one that's sort of very, very aggressive, you know, very quite hard.
The familiar team characteristic.
Yeah, yeah. Which I've not got nothing against. I quite like that. Where you got one that's quite hard, quite outspoken, you know, and then you got another one that's quite shy and reserved, and.
But they flip it on its head because it's all women.
Yeah.
Which I like, but
Amen.
not only that, none of them are idiots.
No, they're all bright women.
But no one acts like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, they go into this completely sci-fi setting, which is not anything that you'd encounter in everyday life, and they don't do anything real stupid. Like, they have a plan, and they have teamwork, and they have skills that they use, and everyone does their bit, and everyone has their reasons for going in. Which makes sense.
They've obviously took a lot of time with the backstory of the characters. Do you know what I mean? To sort of prove to us that they have got the right background to be in that sort of environment. I think, and they've kind of nailed that.
That's what I mean. No one's just there for the sake of it.
Yeah, yeah. They've all got a reason, like you say. They've all got a reason to be there.
Something they termed the Shimmer. We've sent in drones.
We're coming close to spoilers now, but
I'm still confused. I'll just say that.
I mean, it grips you, it starts real nice, and I was really into it, and I was on the edge of my seat. Then they get in the Shimmer, and I was still interested, I was still nice. And then they find this lighthouse is where the main goal is, where they have to be. And then from then, it's just like, what's going on? What's happening? What's going on? You know what I mean? It took a massive nosedive for me, I think.
Well, the thing is,
because it was
I
really...
got more and more confused, but at the same time, I was never frustrated, confused.
No, nor me.
I sat there and I still wanted to keep watching to the end.
It was refreshingly weird.
Yeah, even though I had no idea what was going on, I still wanted to see what happened in the end.
Biologist. He served in the military.
If I knew what happened, I could save his life.
The boundary's getting bigger, it's expanding. We're talking cities, states.
You need to know what's inside. So do I.
CGI is real good, I thought.
What?
You didn't think the CGI was good?
It was terrible.
Really?
I thought the Shimmer world was alright, but the monsters in there
I thought the monsters were real good.
were shocking. What about the guy in the house? He looked like a dude in a suit.
What dude in the house?
You know, the skull face man. It looked like a buffalo. It looked like he was on a bit of string.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think that?
Yeah.
I thought it looked real good.
I think it looked awful. I thought it was
Were you
terrible.
watching it in like 10p?
You're gonna have to find that and put it up like
I thought it
like
looked
a
real
picture
good.
or something.
What
like
quality did you watch it in?
that. Well, everything else looked fine. So
Well, I watched it in 1080p and I thought it looked quite good. HD.
I mean, there was.
It's beautiful. Check this out. It's like they're stuck in a continuous mutation.
Anything interesting in there?
No.
This is real dark and real brutal.
Yeah,
I was not expecting the brutality.
I was not expecting it to be that sort of dark. Yeah.
And to be honest, it's still kind of lit. Some things stick with you. It's a horror film in some aspects. and it's still stuck. Like even now, I watched it last night, and even now there's some scenes that I'm replaying. I'm like, ooh, that was messed up.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I watched it last night, and I live on my own, and it's like,
yeah, I was watching it on my own, and I was like,
I'm like peeking round every corner, like,
yeah. I was expecting a sci-fi film, but this is more along the veins of like, shit, what's the one? Is it Event Horizon when they all go weird?
Couldn't tell you, mate.
Or Sunshine, which Alex Garland actually wrote. This is like a sci-fi thriller with a dark tone.
Yeah, it is super dark.
The soldiers on the last expedition.
They went crazy, or something in here killed them. Something's come through the fence.
Through the fence?
That's what surprised me. That's what I mean. It doesn't ever look dark.
Yeah.
But suddenly, the real dark things happen to the characters, and you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. Everything looks real nice.
Yeah, well, yeah. The shimmer, you can see it from a distance,
Yeah.
and it's just a big dome of rainbows and nice and sparkly
That's what I mean.
stuff.
And they get in there, and there's flowers everywhere.
Yeah.
But to contrast that, then you've got real horrible, messed up stuff going on. It's like, whoa, man, this is weird.
We have to go back.
I can't go back.
It's not a happy film. It's not all bad, but don't expect to finish this film and go and want to be like, oh, this has made me feel real good.
Nah,
you
the
watch
endings...
this if you want a thrill and a good film, but you know, it's not going to make you want to go and play with kittens, is it?
No, not at all.
Spoiler.
Spoilers.
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 Skip to here if you want to see our final, if it's worth a watch or not.
Yep.
But you can, if you watch this far, you can probably
Yeah, you probably do.
So, Jack, let's talk about spoilers.
Okay, can I start off quite light, because it's not really a spoiler.
Go on then.
Maybe you could shed some light on this.
What?
They all had the same tattoos.
Did they?
Yeah?
I thought they were bruises.
Nah, she had like a figure of 8.
Yeah, she puts ink in her arm, didn't she?
Yeah, but the other girl had it.
I didn't notice that.
They both had the same tattoo, and I was like, hang on, where's that come from?
Ah, okay.
Which they didn't shed any light on. And I was like, what's going on?
Okay, well, if anyone's watching this who has the answer,
Can you
comment
please
down
let me
below.
know? Because it's really do me in.
I didn't say that.
It was the Pinot woman,
Yeah.
the aggressive one. She had it as well.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. This film, for me, when she started getting real aggressive, part of it I was like, oh, that's really doing this.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's lesbian, which was stereotypical. I'm like, you've got the stereotypical butch lesbian. But then she starts to break down, and she's like, I can feel it in my skin. And when I look at, and then I kind of was like, oh, maybe she's kind of got a point. Like, she wants to get out of there, you know what I mean?
So
and then I completely switched.
Yeah.
That was another part. As I was watching it, and we get the flashback to her husband through the camera, I was like, this could easily have been the film about them, the army men.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it wasn't.
They could have played it safe. They
That's
could have
what
been
I mean.
like, right, army men, big butch men.
Yeah, they
They're
go
gonna
in, they shoot their way through, they don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
they save the day at the end.
Yeah, but they did took a complete detour.
Well, it could have even been they going in looking, because they've sent like 12 teams in or something.
Yeah.
It could have been her husband. It could have been any. They
Looking
could have
for
been
the
a
other
team.
part of their team
They
or
could have been
something like that.
another team of army men.
Uh-huh.
But because they were women, and like specifically wives and people who wanted answers, they didn't play it safe. And I'm really glad they didn't, because it was real refreshing, like you say. Because if it was just army men again, I don't think I would have cared.
We can camp here tonight.
We'll say this though, the professor, who's the team leader.
What was with the voice? Is that what you were going to say?
Read my notes here.
Most annoying voice in the world. It's because everything she says is like this. Is that right?
It was doing my head in.
Everything she says was the
But
same.
it's not the same tone.
Well, it was the same.
No, because it like sort of.
Yeah, but
Do you know what I mean? It sort of like was cracking.
I think she was trying to put on a voice and it wasn't working.
It wasn't working at all.
It was doing my head in.
If I had to down, I'm glad you said that. I'm
Yeah.
glad. They get a downgrade for that because
Yeah,
it was just so annoying.
Can you describe its form?
Straight away, the first thing is them talking when she's got out. So everyone died and you were the only one out. Why have you told me that within the first 5
I
minutes.
had that in my notes as well. Right, movie directors, if you're listening, stop putting flashbacks in a film because we know she's going to make it out.
But this was this is a thriller. I didn't want to know if they all died. Put that right at the end, the last 10 minutes.
Really pisses me off.
And because
Stop flashback. Yeah, you can have flashbacks. Just don't put her in it, so we don't know she's still alive and made it out alive.
But don't also say you're the only one to survive and get out. Because the whole way through the film, I'm just sat there going,
someone's gonna make it out
I wonder when
she gets out. PG.
No, but the whole way through the film, I was just thinking, I wonder who's going to die first. I wonder who's, you know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
like, well, there's 5 of them, so clearly something's got to
Someone's
go
gonna
wrong.
die.
I didn't want to know that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Twist. Do you think she's her?
No.
You think it's a clone,
Yeah.
a baddie?
Yeah, because in the last scene, her eyes changed, didn't it?
But you see, I thought this, but his eyes like it.
Yeah, so that's not him.
But her DNA's all getting fucked while she's in there.
Yeah.
So what I mean is, her eyes could be twinkly anyway. It could be her, but her
I see
DNA
what
is
you
just
mean,
fucked up.
yeah. Yeah, but my man's blew himself up.
But was that the real one?
Because you see the other one walk into shot, don't
That's
you?
what I mean. Which is which? I think he's not the right one,
No.
but I'm not sure if she's the right one.
Annihilation 2.
Super Annihilation?
She was cheating on him.
What was the point in that?
What is the point in that?
Well, because I have a feeling at the end she says he knows he had an affair.
Yeah.
And then she asks, why did he volunteer to go into the shimmer? So I think
He's
he
thought,
knew
fuck
of
it.
the affair and thought,
I've lost my missus, I'm
Yeah.
going to die.
well, kind of, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense, I suppose.
Which makes sense, but then at the same time it was unnecessary.
They could have made that a little bit clearer if they wanted to put that in. But like you say, it was very sort of...
But what was I don't see the
Unnecessary.
point.
I don't know, maybe
Because one of the themes of the film that I thought was clever was they're like, humans just naturally self-destruct. They just do it on purpose.
It's not suicide, it's self-destruction. Yeah.
And we just all make mistakes. And I like that. I was like, fair enough, we do. We've all made some.
Yep.
I mean, look at that haircut.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Is it her self-destructing by having the affair? Because if the husband does find out about the affair, then he's not really self-destructing, is he? He's just giving up because, well, his wife's been a dick. You know what I mean? Is the twist that she's self-destructing?
But yeah, she cheated, but she's self-destructing herself.
That's what I mean. She's self-destructing their marriage. It's not him. It's her. Can we talk about just the story itself? What happens at the end? How does she blow the shimmer up?
Right, okay, so she finds the said lighthouse
Yeah.
that they all need to find to get rid of this weird shimmer place.
Yeah.
She goes in, she finds a camera on a tripod with what looks like a cremated body. Mm-hmm. She watches the footage, long story short. Mm-hmm. She watches the footage and
it's her husband.
it's her husband with a frag grenade in his hand pulling the pin.
Phosphorus.
Huh?
Phosphorus.
Who?
Phosphorus grenade.
Phosphorus grenade.
Not frag, I just blow him to bits.
Yeah. What's the difference?
Phosphorus is like burning light.
Oh, okay. Like an incendiary. Or not?
Incendiary.
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 Incendiary?
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 A
What is it?
century.
What is it?
A century is like a guard.
Eccentric. Incendiary.
Yes.
Incendiary.
Incendiary, yes.
Incendiary. Actually, what they come to realise is whilst in the shimmer, it affects their cells. It duplicates them way faster than they normally would and stuff like that.
It
And
causes mad mutations in everything.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
and it's
Plants
sort of-
are mutated.
Yeah.
Animals are mutated.
and it makes them go a bit nuts. It makes them, So then, going back to the end, is that him still, but just a clone of him? So then, this whole thing come about with a meteor hitting this lighthouse and left a big hole in it. So she decides to go down this hole that's underneath this lighthouse and finds annoying voice woman.
How's she get there?
How does she get there and what the f*** is wrong with her face?
And I don't, because She leaves.
She's like, no, I'm going to the lighthouse.
Yeah, but I thought
What does she
was
do?
going with her.
What does she do? Get a plane?
She gets. I don't know.
Because she just goes, I'm off.
Yeah, but then you don't see her again.
I'm at the lighthouse. You know what I mean?
Did you say that?
Oh no, she doesn't. But it's like, that's what it feels like.
It's making something new.
So, she comes down, annoying voice woman's down there. Something's happened with her face. Some sort of shape-shifting blob. Some sort of dubstep machine, it sounded like. What the hell's going on with that noise, by the way?
I don't know. She just turns into like a glob, doesn't she?
Yeah. So then Lena thinks, oh shit, I'm in trouble here. Runs back out.
She doesn't, does she?
What happens to her annoying voice? She dies, doesn't she?
The annoying voice woman becomes the blob.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And
so
then
then Lena's like,
doesn't
oh,
a tear or a bit. What are you doing that for?
who was it?
Probably my mother.
I nearly.
That's caught on camera now
I
forever.
know, yeah.
She's eating into our value time here. Hang on.
I need to get rid of that because I've shit myself, I think.
Sure.
I'm nearly at the end. Let me have one.
I'm proper English now. Sun's out. Let's have a recording in the garden.
Annoying voice woman becomes the blob, right? Lena then thinks, oh shit, I'm in trouble, and runs out the hole. Mm-hmm. And then the blob chases her, stops her from running out the door, squeezes herself up her, so like Lena like passes out. Then this blob turns into Lena and sort of mirrors her every move.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
But then I didn't really get it because Lena's obviously picked this up, that this blob's mimicking
And
her.
then she starts copying her. And
She starts copying her.
and like outsmarts the weird.
And it's her.
And then she.
It's her, and she's face to face with it.
Yeah.
And it's been copying her up until this point, and then she kind of goes, "Oh, maybe this it won't copy me while I reach for this grenade."
Yeah, and then gives it the grenade and goes.
and then be like, "Hold that." I see ya. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah, it
like,
doesn't make any sense.
surely if you were trying to give
Yeah, no, it don't make
yourself
no
a
sense.
grenade,
It don't make no sense.
so
You'd be like that, wouldn't you?
so yeah. Have it then.
No, you.
So yeah, that's
Maybe there was 20-minute scene that we didn't see. Them going, no, you have it. No, you have it. No, you have it. Yeah, it doesn't make no sense. Horrifying bit for me is the bear thing that screams the voice.
terrible CGI.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was awful.
Yeah, but how horrifying is the noise?
What? I don't. Is it blind?
I think it just taunts them.
It's like right up in their face. You know what I mean?
It's
And
got all
like,
these, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's just horrible.
If you threaten it, then it's gonna fuck you
I
up.
think if you get scared and run, I think it feeds off you. I don't know. I don't know what it does.
We're dealing with Pennywise here now.
But she just says, "Don't react," doesn't she?
Yeah.
And they don't react, but it keeps taunting them. Mm-hmm. That is messed up. The fact that,
But
it
then,
has the human scream.
yeah, that's messed up.
Sharks have teeth like that. It's not possible. You can't crossbreed different species.
Crocodile Boy. Nasty piece of work. And this is the first time we get to see Lena with her military background
And she's badass.
rather than her academic background.
And what did you think? Because I like the fact that she was badass.
badass.
I quite liked it though.
Just the way she straight away dropped the knee,
Yeah,
gone
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Everything was
That's what I mean.
real
It was-
nice, steady hand. I mean, I'm not in the army or anything like that, obviously.
But she looks like she knows what she's doing.
yeah, yeah.
It's not like normally where they're like,
yeah.
she was like, boom, calm, collected, burst
steady.
rounds as well. Boom,
Yeah,
boom.
yeah, yeah.
And you were like, yo, this guy know what she's doing. I don't mess with her. Crocodile, stay away. Sisters.
The boundary's getting big.
I thought it was shot really well.
I thought the camera work was fantastic.
Like, every scene looks real pretty.
Yeah.
And every angle's good. And he's just a good director.
He's very good. Yeah.
Alex Garland.
He's-
Ex Machina's great. And this is great.
You know what? I've never seen Ex Machina, but I'd like to.
It's real good, man. It's got Oscar
Is that on
Isaac
Netflix?
in as well.
Oh, is it?
Probably, yeah.
I might have to check that
It's
out.
one of his first real good ones.
See, because of this director, I'm going to check his backlog out now.
Yeah, he's real good. Oh, Jack, I'm going to ask you the all-important question. Is this film worth a watch?
Worth a watch. Definitely.
Yeah.
I'd definitely watch it again.
I'd actually, if I'd have known this was out in the cinema, I would have watched it in the cinema and I would have recommended people to go watch it.
Very underrated film.
Yeah. Well, it's not even rated. I didn't hear about it.
Well, that's what I mean. It's no one's talked about it, and it's a great
under
film.
the radar.
For the fact that films are getting publicity and this isn't infuriates me a little bit. We really enjoyed this film and enjoyed reviewing it. So if you enjoyed it as well, make sure you subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. You can find us on Twitter, @thoughts on Twit. You can find us on Facebook, Average Thoughts. You can find us on Instagram, Average Thoughts Gram. But yeah, stay with us, and more reviews coming soon. Deadpool's coming out in a week, so that'll be a nice one. But we're going to have more gameplay, more film reviews coming in very soon. We've got a lot of things in the pipeline.